Question of the day. What do you think I do? Like really, what do you think I do? We just had an interesting question, interesting conversation with an acquaintance of mine. And, been come to my attention that people see me from like some of the stuff that I've posted in the past and like the most minutest of fashions. And that's not a bad thing. That's really my fault, right? What's my fault? I've let people think of me as a massage therapist when I'm a freaking doctor. I'm a freaking doctor, Jim. She can't take no more. But maybe I do a horrible job of like promoting myself, right? Like I'm doing a horrible job of promoting myself. Prince, you should promote yourself. You should tell people about what it is that you do. I work in a discrete profession in two fashions. Health is regulated by HIPAA. More than anything else, is regulated by HIPAA. If I am violating your privacy, if I go around telling people like, hey, like it's one thing for me to say I'm treating cancer. It's one thing for me to say I'm treating autoimmune disorders. And it's a whole other thing for me to try to prove to the public that I'm doing these things more than just by word of mouth, right? Like, I used to publish articles, right? I used to publish articles about my research years ago. I've got a couple of different papers published on, autism, polio, post-polio disorders, systemic lupus erythematosus, treating cancer from a qualitative perspective, not just from the quantitative approach of, blood work and diagnostics. I have to use those things in order to get a much better picture of how to treat my client. On the financial side, no, people don't want to talk about how much money I'm helping them make, or getting them out of debt or anything else like that. So, if you only see my hands and body moving, I guess that's what you think that I do. That all I do is hands and body work. So I gotta change that. It's nobody else's fault. I apologize to you all for giving you the false impression of what the F it is that I do. I am more than just a massage therapist. I'm not a massage therapist. I'm not a massage therapist. I'm going to say that right now for everyone to understand. If you're a massage therapist and you think I'm freaking competing with you, please don't, because I'm not. All right? I've taught a lot of massage therapists. I've taught continuing educational classes for massage therapists. I've taught continuing educational classes for physicians. I've lectured in colleges to PhD level students. All right, guys, like I'm not hot. I'm a little passionate. I'm just sharing the passion. I'm sharing the joy. Because if I don't share what the frick it is that I do, I'll be emotionally damaged. I'll develop emotional resentment to the public, and that is not right. You don't deserve that. I'm sorry. I can't have you upset with me about me doing a bad job of telling you what it is that I do for the people. For the people. Hey, I'm working here. Can you understand what I'm saying? Baby. Prince, Doctor of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine. Prince, financial planner. Soon to be investment advisor, baby. Hey, can I get some love over here? Can I get some freaking love over here? That's all I'm trying to do. Can you put a little respect on my name? Oh, guy, gal, I'm just trying to do you a favor. You know what I'm saying? Tell people about what it is to do. And that means I had to do a better job of making sure that the people really get what it is I do. Because, you cannot build a business in obscurity. You just can't. It's impossible. Right? And even though I work in discretion and privacy, I'm the shinobi of the finances and the health, hidden jutsus. Got the hidden jutsu techniques. I'm showing you all the gangbanging stuff with the, with the hands gestures and the mudras, it's not really gangbanging. I'm sorry. Affiliated, never associated. Okay, and that, but I also walk a traveling man's line too. So who am I? Who are? Let's play the game of Jeopardy. Let's do that. You want to know who I am? You want to know more about what it is that I do? You want to know about how it is that I serve the community? And I'm all about serving the community. I do a lot of free education, a lot of free information, right? But not everybody understands that I give a lot of this game, a lot of this source away for free, right? I'm gonna leave you guys with two things, on the health side and on the wealth side. And it boils down to this one thing. It's all a numbers game. It really is all a numbers game. For your health, I once had a patient who had HIV. Keyword, had HIV. After I finished treating him, he did not have HIV. How did I do that? I played the numbers game. Why do I say I played the numbers game? Because the CD4 numbers have to be at a certain level in order for that person to be diagnosed as having HIV. I moved that patient out of that red zone. They were no longer in the zone for having CD4 numbers below the quantified diagnostic level. That was it. I kept that man on a stress management program, adjusted his diet, gave him some herbs, treated him with some acupuncture, made sure I wore gloves when I was doing the treatment in the whole 9 yards, just because I got to be respectful to himself and myself and all the people I engage in relationships with, right? To make sure that I provide a hygienic, customized form of treatment to that man. That man lived a life without HIV for 6 months before he went back to the doctor and got freaked out and ended up having to take medications that only made his situation worse. They drastically fucked with his immune system. And once the stress came back, what happened? The CD4 numbers, they dropped. And then what happened when the CD4 numbers dropped? The man fell back into the diagnostic range of HIV. But he never got AIDS. I never told anybody that, one of my supervising physicians, Dr. Yosef Faleke, a man from Ethiopia who spent time in Africa, taught me his techniques to treat patients with HIV in a country where HIV was killing the majority of the population. And it came from just a part of people being malnourished and not having the information or the education to overcome the illness, and with they didn't have enough people that were passionate enough about treating them as people instead of treating them as patients and as some type of freaking case study. All right, so that's how we play the numbers on that end. But let me tell you also about playing the numbers on other ends, on the financial side of things, right, guys? A lot of people are dealing with debt. Okay, and every week I host a call to show people not only how to get out of debt, but also how to protect their assets, right? 70% of Americans in this country die without any type of estate planning, which means the government gets their stuff. Who's okay with that? Who's okay with that? I just want to understand that part. Who is okay with that? Is anyone okay with you work 20, 40, 50 years? You're an abuela, you're an abuelo, you're a grandpa, you're a grandma, right? Is anyone okay with getting to the age of being a grandmother and a grandparent and still having to freaking go work at freaking Publix and Winn-Dixie? Are people okay with their parents getting another job to go work? I just want to know, are people okay with that? Are you okay with your mother, with your father who's got health conditions, health challenges, right? Having to get up every day to go freaking make some bread at Publix Bakery. And I'm not even gonna front. My hat's off to them, because Lord knows I love me some Publix bread from the deli, from the bakery, hot and fresh. Come on. Who doesn't like some good warm bread? Who? Who? Especially when they got the multi-grain coming out the oven. Baby, give me all of those calories. I need it. Give me the calories because I'm burning it off. That's why we got the lifestyle that we do. Exercise, education, empowerment. 3 E's, baby. 3 E's. Education, empowerment, exercise. And hey, you know, the order changes. But if there's anything that I want you guys to grasp from watching my page, and let me lower my voice because, you know, I get a little passionate. I get a little heated. Hey, I'm working here, baby. I'm working here. Okay? Guys, I get a little excited about this. You know, you don't, maybe, and maybe it's because I've done a poor job also of expressing like the background that I came from. All right? I come from a single mother home, raised with 2 younger sisters. I'm the oldest of my mother's children of 3. I'm the oldest of, my father's got 10 other kids. I'm the oldest of 10 other siblings. So I got, you know, I got family. Okay, I got a lot of freaking sisters, which is one of the reasons why a lot of what I'm talking about addresses women's health concerns. Because my sisters hit me up. My sisters hit me up, and not just my biological sisters, but the women in the community hit me up. Prince, you know, I've been paying attention to you. I heard that you helped so and so out with fibroids. Yes, I did. I heard that you helped so and so out with PCOS. Yes, I did. I heard that you helped somebody, you know, with the fertility issues. Yes, I did. Prince, I heard that you helped bring this woman back from the brink of cancer. Yes, I did. I did that, but it's the past. Is my past really important to the future of my success? I think it's starting to become evident that it does. Right? I think that we see that it's becoming important that it does. So, and just how relevant it is to it. Okay? Now, let me just kind of dial it back a little bit. Only male, single parent home. We grew up without much of anything. I wouldn't dare call us poor, because poor, that's a mindset. So, you know, broke, maybe. My mom worked her ass off, went to college. You know, I've watched my mom illustrate and exude some of the strongest characters and qualities that a woman possibly can. Nurturing, persistent, showing an indomitable spirit of strength, right? Not just, oh, like I'm strong as a woman because I can push a baby and another life out of me. I'm strong. She's strong as a woman because she pushed 3 other lives out of her. And then she raised 3 other lives to become productive people in the world. She raised them. She raised us with culture. Son, you come from kings and queens. To my sisters, you come from kings and queens. That was part of the culture. That was our culture. Not, oh, you know, oh, you can't dance to this music. You gotta listen and be aware of what it is that what you're feeding yourself and what other people are feeding themselves. And when other people are feeding themselves garbage, you gotta move. That's the reason why I am the way that I am, because it's just in me. It's instilled in me. It's culture. It's real culture. It's real life culture. Native American, right? Northwestern African as well. What do you want to know? Okay? I'm concerned about people who look like me. But I'm also economically equal to everyone else in the same class that I'm in. So we didn't see color growing up. We saw the impacts of class and economy affecting people. And let me tell you, it's the grand equalizer. It is the grand freaking equalizer. All these people talk about race this and, you know, oh, now is the day and age of gender superiority and junk like that. But now we got people who are creating new terminologies, right? Completely contradicting the educational system that has existed for over 2,000 years, telling people biology. You know, I'm not picking on anyone for what it is that they choose or how they choose to see themselves, but we live in a sick fucking society. I'm just going to be straight up. We live in a sick fucking society. And people will spend more on being sick than they will on fucking getting out of being sick. because we've been conditioned. We've been conditioned to think that we gotta leave the doctor's office with a prescription drug. We've been conditioned to think that the narrative that identifies a group of people having been stolen from another land, brought to this land, and then made to become this new budding nation's workforce. How is it that we give them so much power? How is it that we give people so much power to dictate the narrative and the stories of our lives? And why is it that we buy into those things? Why is it that part of the culture is syrup and mayonnaise sandwiches? Why is that part of the culture? Why do we glorify that? Why is it that little girls shaking them, objectifying themselves, little girls objectifying themselves? Why is that part of the culture? Why is it that the part of the culture that seems to generate the most money comes from these, our culture destroying itself? Why? I'm sorry. Maybe I just let too many people in to the inner workings of my heart, the things that frustrate and upset me, right? The things that frustrate and upset me and remind me I'm not fucking doing enough. I'm not doing enough. You think I'm being hard on myself? No, there's a lot of fucking work to do. There's a lot of work to do, and I'm not doing enough. I can do more. I'm gonna do more. You're gonna watch me do more. And when you're watching it, because that's all you've been learned, that's all you've been conditioned to do, instead of participating with me in the change of an entire culture. Yeah, that's a big statement. That's a bold statement to say too. But you know what? I fucking believe it. I fucking believe it. And if it's not big enough to fucking make it to be challenging, it's not worth it. So we got fucking work to do, guys. We got work to do, girls, and everybody else in between. The rabbits and the furries and the I don't know. Why don't we just start calling people asexual? Especially since we're about to go through a massive population decline, because in America, economy influences our decisions to produce and make families. I'm not just speaking from personal experience either. All right, you can raise a family on love. Oh, you certainly can. We all can, but we need resources to do it too. We got to have resources. So for those of you who are focused on the resources, whether the resources come in the form of green food, green sustainable energy, green sustainable period, then let's do that. If you're focused on the green resource that it helps to provide and afford the rest of the things that we want in life, then we're going to focus on that too. We're not going to let any part of it slip through the cracks. Come on, ladies. Come on, guys. No chaser. Unfiltered, raw, unpasteurized. This is what I got for you. This is what I'm about. Prince L, Doctor of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine. I'm screaming in my car right now because the people in the back can't fucking hear me. You hear what I'm saying? Doctor of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine, financial planner, soon to be investment advisor. I'm going for all of the shit that they took from us. If they took something from us, I didn't get nobody took shit from me. I don't give nobody power over my life like that. They can't take something from me that I never valued in the first place. But when I value something, and when you know the rules of the game, they can't fucking cheat you, baby. Hear that New York accent? That's right. I'm from fucking Brooklyn, baby. I'm from fucking Brooklyn. I'm working here. Forget about it. Fuck the bullshit. And if you don't like the tone, you gotta understand, I'm giving you the raw honesty that other people charge you for. I'm giving you the raw honesty of what other people charge you for. Unfiltered. I'm giving it to you. This is me. Open hands, open arms, clean white shirt, baby. Clean white shirt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you about to watch me pop my collars too. You about to watch, not just pop my collar, you gonna watch me pop other people's collars. I'm gonna be in the business of popping other people's collars, baby. Prince L. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Prince L. Gonna do this. Support people. Change lives. Let me get the fuck off this life. Love y'all. And let's make something happen today. Let's make something fucking happen today.